qui êtes donc le représentant de Microsoft et qui peut-être pouvez parler au nom des grandes sociétés mondiales d'Internet, qui doit jouer le rôle essentiel? Est-ce que ce sont les États? Est-ce que ce sont les sociétés? Ou est-ce que ce sont les acteurs de la société civile? On parle beaucoup de multi-stakeholders, de multi-acteurs. Qui doit être le plus important dans toutes ces parties de la société, le privé, les États ou la société civile, pour établir un code ou une gouvernance de l'Internet?
I think that we should break it down into, I'll say, two general classes of problems. The first is to look at where these mechanisms are truly an extension of things that we have a legal regime for or an international way of controlling them. So, for example, today we have a well-established mechanism to deal with the movement of goods on a global basis. We put them in shipping containers, we move them around, and when it reaches the end, then we apply the rules of taxation and other things to the goods that were there. Today, if you think of an IP packet on the internet as a little shipping container for bits, we don't have any rules that define, when does that shipping container get taxed as it passes from country to country and through a network? Is it just like moving a container full of goods, on a boat and across the ocean and onto a truck and a train? I think some of these things we can apply the lessons that we've learned and even perhaps the regulations and treaties that we have for some of these mechanisms, but they need to be at least reinterpreted in this cyber environment. But then I think there are a class of problems that are completely new, that come from the fact that this is a transnational environment. And particularly as we deal with, I'll call it the weaponization and warfare aspects of the networks, then I think we have to look, as we have at other weapon systems, and ask, what are the nation states going to do in this regard? And particularly in a world where we now see asymmetric threats, as opposed to, just the nation states as principal actors, I think we have to think very carefully about that. So many of the challenges that we've had in weapons proliferation in different domains, the questions that still exist about outer space, the control of space, the regulation of space, I think that we're going to have to think in many ways like that about this environment around the Internet.
Aujourd'hui, la plus grande puissance d'Internet en termes d'utilisateurs, c'est la Chine, avec plus de 400 millions d'internautes en Chine. L'Internet est né à l'ouest, en Occident, en Californie, dans un garage. Et aujourd'hui, l'expansion donc universelle fait que les règles ont complètement changé. Pour vous, François Barraud,